Hey everyone, this is Claude Johnson from the Black Fives Foundation, and I'm here today to tell you about a behind the scenes story that you may not know of, and it relates to the first drop, the first apparel drop and footwear drop in the partnership between our organization and PUMA. So in this first drop, I'm wearing the hoodie that's part of that collection. There was also a warm-up pant that goes with it, and a pair of shorts, and then also a long sleeve tee and a short sleeve tee. Now on the back of this hoodie, as well as on the sleeve of the long sleeve, and on the back side of the short sleeve, and also on the footbed liner of the shoe, you'll notice that there is a list of dates which are key milestone dates that were historically important during the Black Fives era of basketball. So our mission as an organization, we're a 501c3 nonprofit. It's to research, preserve, showcase, teach, and honor the pre-NBA history of African Americans in basketball. And so this list, what it is actually, some people have said it's like black basketball scripture, because it starts at the beginning. In the beginning there was Edwin Bancroft Henderson, right, who was the first to teach and widely introduce basketball to African Americans on a wide-scale organized basis in 1904. And then it goes all the way through to 1950, where the NBA signed its first black players. Not its first three black players, but they also had a fourth African American player named Hank Dezzoni, who's often forgotten, but we've included him because rightfully so. So to reinforce this message and these facts and this information and this educational aspect, PUMA, with our help, put together a series of short videos that you've seen on Instagram and Twitter and social media. But you might not have known that each of those videos ties back to these dates. And we don't cover all the dates. These aren't all the dates. There is a lot more that happened during this period, but these are some of the important ones. And the videos, there's 5 of these videos, so it's a 5 for 5 kind of theme. So we picked 5 of these important dates and put that video around it. The videos include artifacts from the Black Fives Foundation archive. They also are really nicely animated, and they have beautiful behind-the-scenes photography. So you may not have known that, but now when you're walking around and you have the gear and you're representing the Black Fives Foundation, you're supporting our cause, but you're also teaching, because people are going to say, what is that? Oh, well, let me see. What does it say on the back? And now you can understand a little bit more about what this all means, how it ties together. And ultimately, our goal is to make a difference by changing the conversation literally around black history, but specifically black basketball history. We want to make sure that black history and black basketball history are taught from kindergarten, from preschool, all the way up, mandatory. That's what we called for this summer. And, obviously we're not accountable for everything that happens, but the part that we can control is, let's make sure we get the facts right. Let's make sure we understand the meaningfulness. Let's have the conversations. Let's start them. And this is one part of it. It's not just so you can rock the gear. If that's all you want to do, that's great, because it's beautiful. I don't know if you noticed, but this got into Men's Vogue Italia. That's how nicely it's designed. Everybody's saying the quality is tremendous, and it is. But also, and it looks nice. You might have seen, a number of celebrities wearing this hoodie. That's because they like it. It's all there is to it. And there's going to be another wave of this specific drop that's going to now reach retailers right around the time that the footwear does, which is around March 12th. Okay, so if you didn't get your hoodie and your long sleeve and so on, and you're wondering, man, did I miss it? Did I miss the first drop? How come it was, so limited? You'll have another shot at it again. And we'll actually have a list of retailers where the gear is available that we'll put on our website, and we'll be doing that soon. So thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. But now you also know this behind the scenes story and how it all links together. And in my opinion, it's a very thoughtful, very conscious collection, and also partnership with PUMA. We're both teaming up to see if we can make a difference. So for now, thank you. This has been Claude Johnson from the Black Fives Foundation. Be sure to hit our website, blackfives.org. You can certainly also make a donation at give.blackfives.org. You can go to our online fan shop, which is at shop.blackfives.org. And, of course, we're on Instagram and social everywhere, just at Black Fives. Thank you for your support. Hope you have a great day. Make history now.
In 1904, Edwin Henderson, a black gym teacher in Washington, D.C., introduces basketball to African Americans for the first time on a wide-scale basis, teaching the game to students throughout the city's racially segregated school system, thus becoming known as the grandfather of black basketball.
In 1906, the Smart Set Athletic Club of Brooklyn becomes the first formally organized, independent African-American basketball team. And in 1910, the New York All-Stars become the first all-black pay-for-play team. Both played pioneering roles during the Black Fives era.
In 1923, the New York Renaissance Big Five, nicknamed the Wrens, introduced full-year guaranteed player contracts, becoming the first black-owned, fully professional African-American basketball team. In 1939, the Wrens win the inaugural invitation-only World Championship of Professional Basketball.
In 1942, the previously all-white National Basketball League signs 10 African-American players, a historic milestone during the Black Fives era. In 1946, the NBL signs 4 more black players, but then cuts all of its African-American players without explanation by the end of that season.
In 1949, the NBA is formed by a merger of the NBL and the Basketball Association of America. In 1950, Chuck Cooper, Earl Lloyd, Nat Clifton, and Hank Tazzoni become the first African-American players in the NBA, the beginning of the end of racial segregation in basketball that had defined the Black Fives era.